compositing made a major contribution to the overall look of the Titan sequences. All work was carried out in our deep compositing pipeline. In this full CG shot, with its many volumetric simulations, we had the flexibility to update elements on the fly if their timing changed, without having to undergo an expensive re-render of the whole shot. Nuke particles were used extensively throughout the Titan sequences for floating rocks and embers. Compositors had access to a new volumetric simulation and rendering tool in Nuke called Eddy, which meant that tasks such as ground dust sims that would otherwise have come from effects could be handled by a comp artist. Doctor Strange's cloak was CG apart from the collar on every shot. The cloak was blended into the collar element using a CG match move of Strange as a deep holdout. Look dev, rigging and animation of Strange's mandalas was done in comp. Sparks were generated using Nuke Particles, and smoke was an Eddy compositing sim. Set extension work usually involved rotoring the characters off the set and replacing the plate environment with our CG Titan. Using a deep base setup to generate environment haze allowed for a standardized approach across multiple shots in these sequences, with the ability to control density and depth, including sun influence and scattering. This shot required a significant amount of paint work to rebuild areas of the plate where the characters are overlapping. CG suit work for Iron Man and Spider-Man often required extensive paint and roto work. Integration of CG characters into live-action footage used match move-derived deep holdouts and supporting roto. We developed a synthetic lens flare utility that generated flares very closely matched to those we got from the production's custom-built anamorphic lenses. This enabled the flexible use of flares from any position, on and off screen. This shot required removal of the actor's body and integration of a digidouble of Strange. The Strange time slicing effect was comp-based, including an Eddy volumetric smoke sim.